Hi, my name's Dan and this is DNA-CHAP channel, where I vlog about running every day whilst being on a carnivore diet on 0 carbs. This is day 8. It's been super hot these last few days, which is an added level of work on top of everything else. My house, we have our upstairs bedrooms are in the roof, which when it's really hot, it's really quite unbearable. It's very difficult to sleep. So poor sleep affects my recovery. I think sleep recovery is probably the #1 priority. It should be, along with food and hydration. To stay on top of your game, you gotta get rest. So it's been pretty difficult these last few days. On top of that, I don't mind running in the heat particularly. It definitely has benefits. There's so much stuff about heat training at the moment and the benefits. Doing specific heat training, wearing heat suits and all sorts of other things like saunas and hot runs. No doubt there's benefits. Plenty of benefits. But I don't mind running in the heat. It does add on an extra level of discomfort, and will raise my heart rate even higher. Today's route we're going on is a reverse of one of the routes I've done already. I think literally straight uphill for just over 2 miles. And it kind of loops round, undulating for a bit. It's downhill for a couple of miles. Even though it's super hot, it's actually just become really overcast and there are a few spits of rain when I came out. So that might be interesting. I was considering coming out topless, being how hot it is. Decided against it. I'm going to scare the wildlife. Later this evening, me and the family are going to jump in the sea, which I can't wait for. It's about the best time to do it. Super hot out, super cold inside. Awesome. Looking forward to that. While I eat steak and eggs on the beach. It's a bit windy, so I'm not sure how well you'll be able to hear me today. It's a bit annoying. On top of the rattling of the selfie stick. Again, anyone with suggestions of equipment change or anything that's not too pricey but it's going to make a difference. The extremes in equipment prices are ridiculous. Like I said before, I splashed out $12.99 on a selfie stick from Argos, so it's pretty basic. I'm sure something a bit more technical would probably make a difference. Maybe not. Maybe you have to go leaps and bounds to be able to record without loads of jogging, without loads of background noise. Maybe I need a microphone. I don't know anything about this yet. I haven't really looked into it. still at this point struggling with editing and uploading the videos. First one took me days. The second one I've just uploaded. It took me the best part of this morning into this afternoon. So I think tomorrow, what I'm going to do before the race, well, I won't have anything to eat, and I'll just get plenty of water and some electrolytes. Been using Keto Pro electrolytes from what I've researched. They seem to be the best. Highly recommended, and with no dodgy stuff in it. So using that, electrolytes very important. I was going to talk about some of the cons to running every day. Though I really enjoy it, and I have done this challenge once before. Back in August 2015, I managed 90 days, run every day. I wasn't doing an hour every day at that time, I was just following what the normal one is. And you have like a minimum day of an hour, 1 mile minimum when you're really struggling. Got to 92 days, and it kick-started probably the best. Kick-started probably my fittest for running point that I've been, and times when I got the best 5k, best half marathon, and then started also training for the first ultra. It was really good, and I have very positive memories of it, so I like to get them in. I like to start again, and this time I'm going to try and keep going, but this time is forever, so naive to say that, but as long as I can anyway. But yeah, one definite con is the amount of kit I have to wash. I do have quite a lot of shorts, but I don't have more than enough for a day of the week, so at least once a week I've got to do a full wash of everything. Right now, the weather, the heat, is going to really help. They'll be dry in no time at all, so it's not really an issue. But it's just something to think about, to be aware of. You don't want to get around to your next day and have to wear some old soggy, smelly running gear from the previous day. That's pretty nasty. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't had to do that before. The other side is not just for run every day, but the more you run, the more miles you put into your shoes. And all shoes have a life span. Some much shorter than others. And sometimes it seems to be no particular reason why. Currently I'm running in a pair of Torin Ultras, which I've had and done many miles in. I land on the outside of my foot. I've got very broad feet. So the widest part of my foot is in the middle of my foot. And even though I've been wearing zero drop shoes, minimalist shoes, barefoot shoes for a long time, very few. They all say they have wide toe boxes, which is great, but for me that's not really the issue. The issue is my feet come down, I land on the side of the shoe where my foot is the widest, and it goes over the edge and gradually the upper separates from the bottom. It's not a, so I'm still wearing these, and it's not the end of them just yet, but you can let in a few little stones and bits and pieces, which can be a bit annoying. According to the makers, they usually tell you to switch them around between 300 and 500 miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers, sorry. But actually I can work it out in kilometers. That would be 500 to 800 kilometers. So I'm doing 42 miles a week every 4 weeks, 160 plus. So every 2 months I'm doing more than 300 miles. There's no way I'm replacing trainers every 2 months. It's ridiculous. I need to get a shoe deal. So like and subscribe, leave comments, ask questions, help me get some algorithm attention going, and then maybe I'll get some shoes. You never know. We can but dream. Nothing's impossible. So they say. Okay, coming up to my downhill, which I like to enjoy off camera. So I'm going to say happy days to you. It's a beautiful, hot, sunny Saturday day. Saturday day, what does that mean? Day number 8. Run almost done. Great to see you again. This is Dan on DNA-CHAP channel. See you tomorrow.